So here you are seeing the machines and parts as we discussed before. So we have analyzed the row wise and column wise, which is parts. These are the parts and these are the machines. So these are scattered like initially without any applying algorithm or any production flow analysis on this or rank order clustering. This is the chart we got, and after applying that, so as you can see here, we have sorted out the common particular missions of that particular part. So these are the parts and these are the missions where these commonly repeated parts are in that particular mission route sheets. So as you can see here, in the end, after applying the algorithm or rank order clustering process on this is the final thing. In this, we are sorting out into a mission cell. As you can see here, the mission 3 is CEI. So this particular part CEI for mission 3. So this is CEI. As you can see here, we are trying to group the particular common or most repeated parts of that particular missions and an sequential order. So here you can see the ADH part is common with the mission 5, which is having the parts mission to AH. So in the same way, it will be repeated for the missions 4 and 7, and which are commonly grouped into 1, 2, 3 groups. So in the same way, we will see how this particular process is going to achieve in this sorting of mission cells of these production flow analysis charts. So one method for this approach is King's algorithm, or we call this particular method as rank order clustering. So don't get confused between these two. We may call it as the King's algorithm or rank order clustering. So these are the process we need to follow. First, we need to formulate the index matrix, incidence matrix, and we will see how or what is that index matrix. So here we will see what is this index matrix. Oh, 1 minute. Yeah. So we are discussing about we have this is a step-by-step procedure. First, we need to formulate the incidence matrix, and next to that, we need to find the total binary weight of each individual column. After finding that particular rank or else like total binary weight of each column, we need to sort into a particular rank order based on the individual binary weight what they have got, and we will see how this particular procedure will go ahead. In the same way we will do for the each row. So there are two particular axes, as you can see in the previous problem. One is row and the other is column. So in the column you can see the emissions, and in the row you can see the parts or the particular elemental parts. So based on those two, first what we have to first we need to find this incidence matrix, and next to that we need to sort out that particular each column, and next we need to sort according to the rank what they got after giving this binary weight, and we'll see what is this binary weight. In the same way we have to do it for the each row, and even the sorting is same, needs to be done in ascending order in the same for particular each row. And here this algorithm will stop if there is no further change in the ranks or the clustering, and if all rows are in the rank order which is the previous attained one, so there will be no further going ahead, and we can stop then and there itself, which resembles the rank order clustering, or which divided that particular PFA, which is production flow analysis chart, into a optimized sequence of operations where we are going to achieve, or that is our requirement to be achieved for getting the group order or the group cells. Or else we need to repeat 2 and 5, where 2 to 5, the process needs to repeat it until unless there is no change in rank order which we did in the previous step. So the same steps we will see in one particular problem. Here, as you can see, we are representing the mission into us, as we already saw, the missioning process into the missions into I, which are rows, and the columns here we're representing with the components or the mission elements, and both are represented by I and J. And here we are marking with 1 if at all the component requires the operation. So this is an example, so nowhere, don't relate this to the next slide anyway. This is just to make sure to get you an idea. So if you are giving 1, so particular this component of A12 requires sawing and lathe 2 operation and even the grinding operation. So that is why it is marked as 1. And in the same way, if it is not marked or else if it is 0, then there is no requirement of using that particular machine to that particular component. And this normally, this incidence matrix is very important for calculating the King's algorithm. So here you can see the calculate total binary weight. This is a formula for that. Here nothing we are doing, we are just sorting out, we are giving the index value of I is, we already saw, represents the row for machining operation or machines. So here, as you can see, these are the machines what we have. So starting from 2 power I, we'll go on increasing till the last machine. So according to that, I is nothing but the number of rows goes on increasing from top to bottom. So 2 power I, as you can see, this is 2 power 1, 2 power 2 is 4, 2 power 3 is 8. In the same way, 2 power 8 will be 256. So we have already given some values over here based on the number of machines what we have. And starting from initially 1, I from 1 it will increment till how many machines are there. So as you can see, I is nothing but the mission values or the number of missions present, and these are the mission components, and this is the problem where we are taking as an example. So the previous slide, it is different. For just for your idea, I have kept this. So don't did compare this particular problem with the previous one. This is our problem, real problem. So here what we have is, this is the requirement, this is the route or the mission route or route sheet for that particular components with the respective missions. So I think now you got an idea. So here what you are calculating, the weightage, the binary weightage. Normally this binary weightage is nothing but we are assigning this particular weightage through in the form of 2 power I, and where I are the number of rows in this particular for that particular missions, and 2 power I, as you can see, we are multiplying with Mij. Mij is nothing but the as you can see here, Mij is the cell entries. As you can see, 0, we won't consider the 0 values, that is why we are not taken any value over here. But if it is 1, then we have to consider that, and we need to multiply that value of Mij or Mji, whatever, the value will be 1, but it needs to be multiplied to get the binary value. So here we are getting the multiplied for each individual row, because we are considering the column J, we need to consider each row. So in this particular first column, we are going to see, consider this A1 with respect to SO1. So here 1 is there, where we are considering this particular row. So 2 power I into this 1 will be 2, that is one value. And again, next going over here and again we consider 1, but here the value is 2 cube, which is 8. So 8 plus 2, 10 will be value. And again in the same column with respect to this row, we are having the value, binary value, which is 128. So 128 plus 8 plus 2, which is 138 is the value over here. The binary value Wj is here 138. So in this way we'll calculate. So in this way we'll calculate for each column. These are the sums which are calculated with respect to each row. And after calculating the wj for each individual column, now we'll see here, you can see 336 is the sum over here and 138 is this. Now we have to sort out based on the highest value. We need to give the ranking over here. So as you can see, number, this is the smallest value, so that like we have given the rank 1 to it, and next to that in that 10 is the second rank and 48 is the next to it. So based on the number, we are going to sort out this particular rank of this wj value, and after sorting out, you can see, so based on the rank we are giving, the lower value will be, and based on this also sorted out, like column wise we have sorted out, each column is interchanged, and we got this particular cell with respect to rank of this particular rank. And next to this, according to the step, we are following these steps. So first what we do, we are formatting the incidence matrix, and we are calculating the binary value of each column. We have did that, and even we have sorted the particular columns into rank order. Even this we have did. Now what we are doing, we are calculating the same way what we did for each column, we are doing for each row, which are nothing but the component level. So this, in the same procedure what we have followed for missions, we are doing this, but only thing we are considering each column over here. So in the column, as you can see, we have given that j value 1 2 3 4. These are the number of parts, and 2 power j is the binary weighted value of this particular component, starting from 2 to the 2 power 10. So 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3 and 2 power 4, in this way so on, it will go for 2 power 10. And this is the cell what we obtained after having this one, after sorting the columns. So that particular cell we'll take and we'll go on ahead. So in the same way what we did for the previous step, which is this columns, here we do for this, and first we consider this particular row. So here, as you can see, we should consider 2 power 1, 2 power 2, which is 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16 plus 32 plus this one 512. So which results 574. You can cross check. In the same way, in this particular cell, it only 2, because no other cells are occupied for this particular component. In the same way, you can see A3, A5, A8, A9 and A1, and you can add all these corresponding values of 2 power j and you will get this value. In the same way, after calculating these values, you will see what is the highest value, and again you will give the rank wise sorting over here, and after sorting out, this is the scenario or the chart you get. So this is the rank wise clustering for each row, and after getting this, we will check if there is any change. You can see if all the rows, 1 minute. Yeah, so we have already sorted out the row wise also, and here you can see if all the rows are in rank order, and here the rows got changed, so there is no possibility or chance of getting all the rows in the rank order, because the rank got sorted out and we have changed these particular rows. So we can't stop over here. Again we have to sort or repeat the step 2 to 5, which we have discussed previously in the algorithm stepwise procedure. So taking that into consideration, what we are doing, we are sorting out the rows into rank order, which we got over here, and we are going to the step 1. So now what we have to do, again we have to do the column wise rank wise sorting. The same way, after applying that, again we are doing repeating the same step for the obtained PFA over here. So again the same procedure will be repeated over here, taking 2 power 2 to 256 and considering this. So first one is 2, and here we already have the value as 18, which is taken from the previous one. So don't get surprised how with the value it got 18 over here. Yeah, so this is the column wise which we already obtained by just give a minute. Yes, Anyway, I'm going to share this PPT also. It is simple only, not much complex. Just get the procedure how they are doing it. So here, yeah. So what we obtained, we already like sorted out the rows over here, and we got that particular rows, and even the column wise we did over here. The same procedure will be applied. We will apply the rank to this, and we will see if there is any change in the rank. So we'll sort out that particular rank in column wise, and that is done. And again we have to do the row wise ranking over here, and the same procedure we have to apply over here. And here also there is change in the ranks, and you can see the ranks are having the same value over here. In this particular case, we need to follow blindly the A3, A4, the same sequence. So there is no change of sequence over here. So as you can see, A3, A5, A8, if the number is repeated or the rank having the same thing. So here you can observe there is no change in the sorted order to the before one. So if this case arises, we can stop that process and we can ensure that that particular PFA is optimized and it is having that particular order or sequential order. So this is the final step we are getting after analyzing or clustering the particular rank wise. And here in the end, since the rows were in rank order, because we have complied with the column wise in the before two steps, and even the before the previous slide we have complied with the row wise also, because there is no change in the rank particular ordering. So when we attained this particular mode, we can say we can stop that particular rank order, and we can say this is the final step for this. So after partitioning, you can see the same thing what we obtained over here will be categorized or clustered in this way, where the family A consists of A1, which can be mentioned in operation G5 L1 according to the root. So in this way we are going to apply the rank order clustering, and we have divided into mission cells. And this is very important algorithm where each one of you should learn. And coming classes I will be discussing the mission cell design. So as of now I am trying to send the videos like this, and you can go through it, and even along with these videos I'll try to share the PPTs also, and I'll try to create a Google Classroom where every one of you should come to it and you can access the material which I am sharing over there. So that would be a better platform for us to interact. So you can come up with some doubts also in that particular platform, Google platforms or Google Classrooms, and I will be sharing the IDs with Yoras. You please go through it and get me back with any doubts you have.